Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. My name is Lee and today we, as you might notice, have A, it's Greyhawk Day, and B, oh, and I didn't, here's the thing. Um, um, Dang it. Alright, so, okay, let me go to, hmm, okay, so, let me go to, yeah, so, funny story about yesterday. Okay, so my name is Lee. Obviously, my name is Lee, and we do Greyhawk today. I do all the random TTRPG stuff and also writing stuff, and today is Greyhawk Day. And hi, sweetie pie. My fish just splashed me um, um, by swooping down from his tank and then splashing for this tail, which is fine. I don't mind as long as he stays in the tank. Um, but um, okay, come join us. But what was I gonna say? Oh yes. So, all right. Mm, point being. Um. Okay. So the main point, uh, is that we should do shenanigans. Um. Yeah, it's Greyhawk Day. So yesterday I had Good Morning Greyhawk, or Good Afternoon Greyhawk up because I forgot to change it, and I was going to. And I missed stream on Thursday, and either that I just didn't change it for Thursday's stream. Oh, but then yesterday I found out that trans rights is a violation of some new policy, which kind of sucks. But um, until the trans rights, human rights, but trans rights matter is not. So I put that as a tag. I wouldn't have bothered tagging it, except that it's now out of spite. I think I put it up for the Trans Lifeline fundraiser, and hey, sweet pie. Yeah, so I put it up for the Trans Lifeline fundraiser, and then it just kind of was there, and I was like, well, I don't not believe in trans rights, so I'm just gonna leave it up. And then I found out that Tumblr didn't, no, Twitch, Tumblr is Tumblr, no, Twitch did not like that and got really pissy about it. And then, um, well, any case, let me think this through. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, I found a workaround for Twitch being transphobic, and I have or at the very least, in that sort of mildly um, buoying current of the current political climate transphobic. And fun story, found a way around it. We're doing Greyhawk today because we have joy and whimsy in our lives, and Greyhawk is fun. So, we're getting there. What was I? Oh yes. So, we're still in the getting everything set up phase. Let's see what our. I'm gonna refresh it. Oh wait, 1 minute. All right. So they run one ad at the first, right when you start. So I try to get my whatever we're doing sorted by the time that happens. Um, so I'm gonna get Greyhawk Online up. For those of you who don't know what Greyhawk is, it is a setting for what's the word? It is a setting for Greyhawk Wiki. That's the one. Um, 51 seconds. Okay. It is a setting for D&D. It started in... it was the original setting, pretty much. Although some argue that Blackmore was the original, but like it got folded into Orth, so technically it's... or the Flyness, which is the region, subcontinent, where Greyhawk City is located. The Free City and the land surrounding the Free City and the castle, which all are named Greyhawk. And then that kind of gets turned into the whole setting name. We've been working on Ibid the Undying, which is at the far eastern edge of the Flyness, which is the Great Kingdom, far eastern edge of Flyness, and we've been I've been going through the setting book for it and putting all that information on the wiki. Let me show you the wiki. Nope. Weird. Great. Yes, this one. Yee, there's the wiki. Okay, so now we have an ad break for 6 seconds. I'm going to go get more liquid. You should also go hydrate and remember any meds you have. And then we have, because I forgot my meds this morning too, so I'm going to take those, get more liquid. Then we all come back together and do Greyhawk stuff. Cool. Boom. Made it. Scourge juice. Scourge juice. Yes, anti-scourge juice. Hello. We are back. Welcome. There is that. There is this. That's the, Okay, so. Yeah, these are the, Oh, the box is falling apart. Herbalist flashcards. Oh, hi. I didn't put this down yet. Lend me 30 seconds. Voila. Hi, I'm back. I have oh, I forgot what it is, but I got coolant for the computer, so that's why I have to think of it. And the box is falling apart on my plant flashcards, which I think I put as a reward, if I recall correctly. Let me try something here. Right. Let's try this. So my computer is pain in the... There we go. That should work. You can hear me. I have the mouse. Good. Okay, so this is set, so I create... It's off the table so that the heat can vent, and it also has ice, frozen with salt in it underneath, attached to the heat sink. And then, something underneath it to protect the table, which is not cloth, that will end up with an edge in there and then suck the water in by capillary action, because I've had that happen and it's not fun. Okay, so my problem with this is the angle, but I think this works. Yay, I have a whole box of stuff under here that I need to figure out what's in that box and just get rid of it because it is a pain in the ass. But any case, welcome in. We have Greyhawk. So that's the Great Library of Greyhawk. This is the wiki I was talking about that we have been editing for the past 3 years or so, every Wednesday. So yay. And when I was talking about Firestone Edge of the Nest, what I was talking about was... I'm opening up the, sorry. There's a song, a friend of mine wrote a song to the tune of One-Eyed, One-Horned, Flying Purple People Eater, which is really easy to get stuck in your head. So now I have, like, both versions stuck in my head simultaneously, and it is not fun. I mean, it's a good song, I don't mind. Aha! Hello, hello, welcome! I forgot to do the Majiggy What's Up, but you came anyway. Excellent. Let me go to... There we go. That's Ivy the Undying. That's the book I was talking about. An editor, apparently. You caught me editing. Yeah. We actually haven't done any editing yet, but that is the next step in this whole process, is we are going to edit stuff. So, I have to leave for work earlier. As of last week, we do Express now, and that means we have what amounts to Prime every day, and I'm kind of tapped to do that, which is great, because it means I get way more hours. It also kind of sucks because it means that I am, well, stuck working more hours and have to go in early. But, you know, so Thardon. I think we did... let's see. We did Baron General. I think... Did we... Shiliern. Shiliern is the Oh yeah, she's the cutesy. She's a 9th level thief, and she's in East Fair, and everyone knows she's not actually Dumbon, and she'll rob you blind and use teleportation to cheat at the thing. So everyone just kind of doesn't trust her, and so she only can... What? Hang on. So do we have... Shell. It is Shell. Okay, so it is... yes. So let me just see this one. I think we're pretty good. Possessions, we're... Okay, yeah, and that's all the ones I left just in case. But appearance, personality, and possessions, and then all of this. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's basically what we did. And I think that's solid. So appearance, personality, possessions. So, yes. She has all sorts of magical lockpicks, Dagger of Venom, +4 short sword, leather armor +3, ring of telekinesis. I think that's everything she has. Let me just check something here. Okay, so she has, okay, blonde hair, blue eyes, figure, hot, yes. She's top of her neck, attractively figured. Yeah, we spoiled that down to attractively figured 5'2", slightly dumb blonde, part-time party girl. So she plays yes, underseller intelligence, playing the dits to get in order to get men who find her attractive to lower their guards, so you can con them, rob them, or at least manipulate them into paying for drinks. Yes. So. Oh, yes, the Seawolf. Exactly. Yes, the Seawolf. I remember that one. Yes. Do you have a source book that has Seawolf in it? Because it's in the Monster Manual too, and I only have a copy of the first one. So, and it's not in that one. Yes. So if someone has a copy of that. Anyway, you did one. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is there a Seawolf? Aha, the creature. That is the creature in question. Natural form is that of similar to a... Huh. Unless you're doing that right now. Are you working on it right now? Because if not, I need to fix that. Okay. Because, at the very least, finish the sentence. If, no one else is finishing... If you're not directly working on it right now, I'm going to at least, if there's a picture, of an animal similar to appearance to a wolf or a seal. A wolf's head. It looks like a seal with a wolf's head. We'll do that, and then at least it's a complete sentence. And then we can go. I'm just gonna finish the sentence just so that it's not a half. Edit source. Yeah, just so it's like an actual full sentence. Alright, yes. Or some of the creature, wolf-headed seal, public history. Okay, so that's where the publication history. Yes. Found in, I'm gonna say found in the Solinar Ocean, and then we're gonna cite... We have to figure out how to do that. No, that's okay. Editing is editing. We can, then this gotta get edited, so let's see. Let's say that, yes, finished sentence. Let's do that, and then, let's go, and it was published, excellent. Cool. Um, Search for painting containing sea wolf. Okay. This guy. Yes. Um, Press 5 ring of protection. Yes. No, someone was injured by. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Search. There should be Port Eldar, a sea wolf. There's someone who had an injury from a sea wolf. But Port Elder, who is the Archbishop of the Isles? Pandarn. It's Pandarn who had the since due to discipline other. Okay. I'm. Let's see. Scarlet Brotherhood, Port Eldar's notable individuals. Oh yes. Right, the Yindin Harquill, who has the mage who can cast stuff. So notable individuals. And then Pandarn we talked about. What? There was someone in who had a oh yes, okay. Wolfriend yes, turned Oakenheart, his shipbuilding also extremely of Arity. Let me just sea wolf. Okay. Here. We attacked by a sea wolf. Yes, so he was attacked. I knew there was someone who was. Let me there we go. Fixed link. Spacing issue. Yep. Minor edit. Just change it so that there was a link. Okay, yes. It doesn't specify, um, um, okay, so yes, so he never left, which means that, okay, so I'm gonna say what, Arity, which is, if the Undying 94. Okay, so what we're gonna do is edit source. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna snag this. I have a plan. You ready? And then this is, then we go to Sea Wolf, and we're getting a little, um, and then that one is, okay, but this we put in the bibliography. Bibliography, there, and then, and that one, Ivid, oh, right. Okay, Catechy Lycanthrope, oh, he's not affected by full moon, interesting. Wolf had it with its fangs flung its mouth. Okay, so, alright, let's see, Indian Hark. Maybe I should mention that Indian Harkle uses the as his symbol, but I'm not gonna. I don't think. No, based on um Yeah. There's it. Okay, so it is Solar Ocean among other places. I don't actually know if it lives anywhere else other than the Solar Ocean, but um, yeah, because finishing the sentence and then we added that. Okay, I'm going to um, we'll leave that for now. Because I don't know much more on that, but I figure we could at least do that much just so that it has a complete sentence, and then all of that. I just wanted to make sure finish the sentence. I didn't know if you were actively working on it or not, and I was like, I need to not have it a half sentence because I feel like that is not good. Okay. I didn't know if you were actually actively doing it or not, and I was like, that's not. Let's not have a half sentence there. But it's very cool that we had that. Okay, now we need to actually go. It's 2:13, and we actually did some editing already, so I think we're doing okay. Okay, so Tharndon. That was what we are going to do. Prince of House Torcan. We are going to Tharndarn. Nope. Not have Tharndon. Okay, and okay, does not have a page. All right, let's go. If he doesn't have a page, let's go and fix that. All right, let's go to where are we going? Where are we going? Come on. Numerical templates. Here we go. And then we go character. Boop. Okay. And then we go, we're creating a page. Yes. Okay. I forgot to do. That proves how cold it is. I had ice, and we had the break a few minutes ago. I went and I put ice, like 3 ice cubes in here, and now there are no ice cubes in here, which sucks. Still liquid and hydrate or dehydrate, as they say, but ice. Oh, no ice. I put more ice in, but you know, pre-roll is still off, so we'll wait until the pre-roll comes back on, and that'll also give us, Tharn Dawn. Make sure we have that. Tharn Dawn. Tharn Dawn. Okay. Okay, so Prince Tharndon, Prince of the House Torcan. He's the fifth. Okay, so very light brown hair. His line is administrator of Luverne. Kept house to the Grenell. Okay. Luverne. Okay, so obeys all dictates, but he's looking to take the monsters and flee to Greyhawk City. Divers are some point westward, beyond the Herzog's reach. He's planning to do that after the harvest, when it has been extracted high tithes from his people. There promises to be civil disorder when Tharndon announces those high tithes, so he's keeping them a secret for the time being. Could be a flashpoint of anarchy, if he's successful. Yay, okay. So he's just a minor princeling. I don't have a lot of information, but he's a minor princeling, and he's planning on screwing over Grenell by, running, okay, 37 years old, 5'10", so, very light brown hair and brown hazel eyes. Yeah, he's basically like me with brown eyes. Okay, he's looking to take his monies and flee to Greyhawk City. Alright, so, I feel like if in Living Greyhawk, that's probably a thing that has happened in Living Greyhawk, which is a shame because I don't know necessarily that, but, alright, let's, it's probably gonna stay a stub, but let's do Tharndon, title, Prince, occupation, how did they say it, administrator of Luverne, administrator of Luverne. Luverne, west. So Divers is, if I recall, somewhere along the coast. So just south of Hardby, there's the Wild Coast, I think it's called. It's got Safeton and a few others that are right to the kind of to the south along the coast, and like to the southwest, if I recall correctly. I need to look at the map, is what I need to do. But, just so I can see where because I think Divers is over there, if I recall correctly. It's one of those wild coast cities. I actually can look. Yes. So, for now, we can do that. Mr. Luverne, home, alignment is, what's his alignment? Oh, he has a +3 cloak. He has a leather armor and a cloak of protection. He's got some 5th level thief. So that's interesting. Thief race is human. Class thief. 5. Patron deity. Parents, spouse, siblings, age 37 as of 585. CY. Yep. Is a Prince of House Torcan. Okay, Torcan is T-R-Q-U-A-N-N. I knew there was a double letter somewhere. Is it 2 A's? It is A. Okay, and then Torcan. Let's see. Definitely did. Grenell, I don't know if Grenell is Grenell of House Torcan? I cannot remember. Because it might be nepotism if it is. Chalister is of House Torcan, if I recall correctly. Actually, sorry, it's right here. Yes. Specify, doesn't use the title prince. Specify that somewhere. That he had, the Highlanders, he had diffracted his title. Oh, alright. Well, that doesn't matter. We're Tharndon. Okay, so, who was in charge of, as of, this is the one where I would like, it would be helpful for me if I knew more about what happened in Living Greyhawk, because I would like to know if he actually did it, and if so, what happened to Luverne. I suppose I could try to get a copy of the Greyhawk Gazetteer just to see if they mention what happened in Luverne and whether or not he actually fled. The next harvest. Okay. Appearance is, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is. Actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is create article. Actually, the first thing we're gonna do is put the bibliography because we have it all set, so might as well. Yes. Okay, so I think we definitely um I don't know if that's actually a category or not, but we'll do that. And voila. Okay, so Prince Pastorkin is charged Lunar as of 585, and is planning to flee the city after the next harvest. We all right. Let's start with this. We're gonna take out religion, and that and this. Okay, I think we can take out that. Yeah, maybe a few extra sections. All right, let's do that. I probably should have said minor edit for that. Okay, now, that helps us a bit. Okay, now, um, let's go with appearance and possessions. I think are the first two. We can do those. Let's see, and possessions. We'll list them, and then we're gonna go to Luverne. Okay, and see if there's anything there on him. Um, okay, so 37 years old. Um, um, let's see. Do we have anything on him? Yes. Um, um, let's see. Like brown hair and hazel eyes. What else? Um, um, okay. All right. Light brown hair and hazel eyes. Okay. Hazily brown. Hazily brown eyes. There we go. That works. That's all we have about him. So that's okay. So there's that. Personality. Let's do that. Then we can go to here, and then we'll go to Lure and see what there is, and then move more sessions as needed. It might be. It's going to be a very small page. Um. Uh. Um. Um. Okay. Okay. Um. All right. So possessions. Uh. Um. Yeah, he is wearing his cloak of protection and his magical armor because, you know. Okay. Now we should go to Lady John Luverne. We should go up here to the section on Luverne here and see if there's anything that would tell us if Edgefield. Hi, H.I. Luverne. Here we go. Um, North Province. Yeah, North Province. Um, a strategically vital town linking several trade routes, lying at the land headwaters. Unhappy place. All that he can by way of tax and tithe to flee to the province to a land of safety. Earns states or even Greyhawk City. As a result, goods are very expensive. Few shortages. Um, um, Quell unrest with brutality, and they need too many folks here, so starvation. Um, Knights of the Sun. Oh, okay, he's trying to do that. Well, okay, well, he's just trying to flee anyway. Alright, yeah, his wife, yeah, Baron Sen is married to someone who's a cousin, who has traditional claims over the land. Yes. Um, yeah, and so if, uh, let's see. If Tharndon has his lands confiscated, then Sir Barristan's right there with his wife. You know, I married into the family. And okay, so Flandarn is trying. Ooh, okay. I really want to know how this played out, and I bet in Living Greyhawk there is a oh, you actually know about this. Hang on. I gotta figure out where I can see the chat because I can see you're chatting there. Um, he's not in Living the Greyhawk Gazetteer. Um, yeah, because that would be interesting if we had a method on that. Okay, but it doesn't say anything other than. No, we can tweak a few things from him, his based on that. Um, let's see. Oh, yeah, this, here. I forgot this. I was reading from this PDF on Luverne, which is here. And I can bop it a little bit. Yeah, this is what I was that one is what I was reading about. Does that show up? There, now you can kind of see where I was coming from with that. But what we can do on this is, to that end, he's been taxing the, um, um, uh, very, very, uh, which makes, um, heavily resented. Yeah. Okay. I think we're just gonna take. We're definitely taking this out. I think we can take that out too, and okay. Um, although he, um, Renault. 1 and 2 L's, right, for Grendel. Oh, yes. Okay, why don't we put... When is this? Lutheran is 57 for that one, and then let's go with 57. Source book. Is 57. And... Stern... Thorn... Thardon... boom... 60. What was I gonna say? Updated description. Okay. There we go. About what I got, other than... Oh, I spelled Grendel right. Hey, hey. Yeah, he has... You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna put... let's see... Barristan at the top. Let's see... Strange... Barristan... Astraden. Sir Barristan Astraden. Hang on. Yes, Sir Barristan Astraden. Okay, hang on. I have... Boom. Just what happened to Luverne. That's all... because it was very specifically about to be a flashpoint in 585, and then, so, something happened within the year, whether it was Sir Barristan got murdered, whether or not he got murdered, either Thandorn managed to get the money and flee, or he didn't, and Sir Barristan, not Barristan, right? Is it Sir Barristan? Sir Berenson. Sir Berenson managed to take him down. Sir Berenson. Astraden. No, maybe we'll just, easier if we just did. Knights of the, Knights of Sun and Moon, which we still have to figure out. Um, corruption. 2 hours corruption. Um, I'm questioning his fit. Let's see. Um, um, oh, okay. Um, yes. 57. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Now, enemies, possessions, appearance. Okay. I think that's about it. Let me. Seems a little early to end the stream, but why don't we. Um, yeah, because I was gonna say, it's good to know it's still around. So it's the population went up clearly. Um, I know we haven't had actually that long a stream, but also I have to be on the bus in 20 minutes. Um, and I still have to get ready. Well, hang on. Let me. What? Who is next on our list? Let me see. Um. So Verm. Okay, hang on. Let me at least put up. Might not actually do any of it, but I want to at least show you guys. Okay, so Patriarch. No, not that one. Verminek is a 12th level priest of Hextor. Cloak of protection. Oh, so he has +4 on the inner planes. So he has a magic cloak that gives him more protection on the inner planes or outer planes. Prime material plane is just +3. Okay, that's pretty impressive. 5'3", 49, bald, beetling eyebrows, whatever that means. Brown eyes, large jug ears. He may be unpossessing of appearance, but he's wily, cunning, and smart. Perfectly undead to living people, but a handful of acquaintances among sages, tolerates maverick nature, because Verminek often reports tidbits of useful information, such as Batezu's dealings with Ivid. Wait, who? Okay. Grenell. Okay, Grenell tolerates him because he snitches on Ivid. Very evil creature, but he also has much knowledge and many extraplanar contacts, and often seeks knowledge for its own sake. So he just likes knowledge. He also is evil, but he just not be treated just as an evil. He's not just evil, and you should kill him immediately. He's actually useful. Good to know. Is he lawful or chaotic? That is an interesting question. Oh, hang on, we didn't. Thandorn doesn't have his. It does not specify Tharndon's, uh, um, HP. No, it doesn't have the HP or the, alignment for Tharndon. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, the HP is kind of not the sort of thing you'd put on the wiki, but the alignment usually is, and it does not have its alignment. Interesting. I'm guessing some class of lawful evil, maybe? Neutral evil, probably, is what I'm guessing. But I don't know for sure. Certainly isn't lawful good. Oh, Verminek. Let's look and see if Verminek has a page, because he might. Verminek. Let me just make sure we're... Verminek. It's an E. It's an E, not an I. Hang on. Yeah, we're not going to have time to do that, but we could at least... No. Okay, he doesn't have a page. Okay, he seems interesting, though. So next week... That is next week. Okay, next week is Verminek. We'll have him. And he's the patriarch of... somewhere. We'll have to go and figure out where he's the patriarch of. Because patriarch suggests that he has a city he is. Well, actually, we can look that up now. Let's see if we can't... Verminek. Okay. See below. Okay. The noble Herzog. Oh, yes. Regional nobles of East Fair, or East Fair. Okay, so he is he's in East Fair. Yes, he is, a maverick among the priesthood of Hextor. Okay. He was the patriarch of, yeah, so he is the patriarch of East Fair. Okay. So he is the patriarch of East Fair. Wait, there's someone, hang on, who do we have? No, that's just me. Okay. I have to leave for work. In 15, I have to be on the bus in 15 minutes. So, true, it's a church title, but, like, bishop is also a church title, and it's tied to a specific place. I'd assume patriarch is something like that, or like the patriarch of Constantinople, for example. The Constantinople doesn't exist anymore. I'm pretty sure the patriarch of it does. It's sort of, or patriarch of Moscow. It's a church title, at least in Earth, not Orth. Orth is, I'm sure slightly different, but yeah, they usually tie patriarchs to places. Yeah, it's like the patriarch of Moscow is in charge of Moscow. That's why yes, it's a church title, but it's tied to a city. Like the Archbishop of Boston is tied to the city of Boston, even though it's a Vatican given title and not a civilian title given by the mayor or something. It's still tied to the city. That makes sense. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you could get the title of patriarch in Orth if you're not tied to a city, but I would imagine, based on the way it's framed, yeah, I'm sure there are probably other people who get the title for other reasons. But it is generally a city-tied title, and especially if he has a house there. But we'll see, if I can read through more thoroughly and see if there's any delineation in the book on whether he's the patriarch, whether he is specifically tied to East Fair. I would gear toward probably. At the very least, de facto, if he's living in a patriarch living in East Fair is probably de facto the patriarch of East Fair, even if he's not officially assigned to it. But I don't know for sure. We'll have to read more thoroughly next week, because, yeesh. Okay, yeah, I got 10 minutes before I have to leave. But probably less if I want to actually get my shit together. Okay, thank you for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Next week, we're going to do the Patriarch and probably go and do a little more in East Fair, maybe. Maybe East Fair is going to be every time we do something linked to East Fair, we'll do a thing on it. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Tomorrow, we'll do something Greyhawk related that's also going to be fun. If you have any suggestions, throw them in the Discord. Also, Discord, if you want to come and hang out with me between streams, you can come to the Discord. You can also ping me on the Greyhawk Discord. I am on the Greyhawk Discord. So yes, and the Seawolf. Yes, it's very cool. We got the Seawolf. And But, it is very cool we got to see the sea wolf. But, yeesh. Okay. Take care of yourselves. Everyone rest and hydrate. And be careful. The heat's not great for, here. So, heat waves, not fun. Let me head out. And I will see you all on the flip side. Let's see if we can raid anyone, because we have enough time for a raid. Hang on. Let's see. Is anyone good on we can raid? We haven't. Oh, they're doing the Pokemon. Yeah, we're gonna raid Immersion Diversion. They're doing a space Pokemon RPG. Yeah, they're doing space Pokemon TTRPGs, which I think is kind of fun. So we're gonna raid them, and Pokemon in space. It's fun. Okay, let's do that. Say hi. You can use the raid emojis we have for the channel, and I will see you all tomorrow.